Back to the Prime Minister now. He did appear moved when he was giving those speeches or giving those comments yesterday following yet another anti-Semitic attack in Sydney. What are your thoughts on that, and perhaps what else could be done? Because he certainly moved a lot faster on this one than he had previous attempts.
Well, it's too little too late, Pete. I mean, where was that emotion, where was that concern, where was that action 14 months ago when we had people chanting at the Sydney Opera House about Jews? Why did it take not one, not two, not three, but 4 fire bombings of the Jewish community before the Prime Minister realised maybe we have a problem here? And why are still his measures half-hearted? I mean, he said he's established a task force of the AFP. Actually, it's only a special operation. It's a routine thing for the AFP to do that. What we want is a permanent standing task force of all our national security, intelligence and law enforcement agents at the federal level, backed by serious funding and powers, and the ability to go back and review all the historical complaints over the last 14 months, and critically, the decisions not to proceed to prosecutions over the last 14 months.
Yeah.
Because people have broken the law in this country and there have been no consequences, so no wonder they are emboldened.
Yeah, and despite those words yesterday, he didn't rule out preference deals with the Greens.
Well, he can't rule that out because we know that's exactly what the Labor Party is going to do. And the Greens cannot win a single federal seat in Australia without the preferences of the Labor Party. Now, I hope Labor stands up and does the responsible thing in the national interest and puts the Greens last. But even if they can't bring themselves to that, I hope they can at least do so in seats like Macnamara in Melbourne, home to the largest Jewish community in any single seat in Victoria, because there's a real risk there that if Labor and Josh Burns preferences the Greens, that the Greens could win that seat and you could have an anti-Semitic party representing the Jewish community, and that is a travesty. The Prime Minister should at least be able to rule that out.
All right. Good to see you, James.